Hello to all of you, another exciting episode of Match Point by Dr. Adnan. You are tuning in E-Awaz and you are seeing the live feeds for the Pakistan Super League, and here we go and we discuss about the death games now. As we are proceeding in the Super League now, we are going towards the death matches. So death matches means you are going towards the eliminators, and once you are in the eliminators, no chance of coming back. You are all set towards the grand finale at the National Stadium, Karachi. So the final destination, the death games, it's all about signing, the drafting, who is coming in, who is backing up. So a lot of mystery for the franchises, and I think the Quetta Gladiators, as usual, just like the last time, are in big trouble once again, because along with the Kevin Peterson, I will tell you in the show that how some of them moved back, how some of them are proceeding towards the final. But first of all, I think we should go towards the headlines. So the 14 foreign cricketers already signed in the Pakistan to play the PSL playoffs. 3 more arriving in the morning. Right now I got the news, and 6 more will come in 3 days to represent Islamabad in the grand finale at the National Stadium, Karachi. And all of you are knowing that Islamabad has qualified and directly to the grand finale after winning the qualifiers. So Qaddafi Stadium is all set and all ready for the first eliminator. Zalmi versus Gladiators. Zalmi versus Gladiators, this will be a super duper show, just like the PSL 1 if you remember, just like the PSL 2 if you remember, and ultimately creating a hype in Dubai. And then you saw and we saw that how Quetta Gladiators suffers by the hand of Darren Sami Peshawar Zalmi in the Qaddafi Stadium after the back out of the major players in the last edition. But this time we will see what Will Richards and Sarfraz Ahmed has having all about this PSL final. Quetta Gladiators ke owner Nadeem Umar, he said earlier about Shane Watson that Shane Watson will be available for the Pakistan Super League if the leg moves to the final rounds and Quetta reaches to the eliminators. But then he said, unfortunately, Shane Watson has promised them to come in the league in Pakistan, but then he backed off, saying that his family is not allowing him to go to Pakistan. So Australian superstar and the game changer Shane Watson is confirmed that he will be no more, and Nadeem Umar is very upset in spite of providing him a super duper guitar. But unfortunately, this last minute back off can give them the match against Zalmi's, evergreen Zalmi's. Quetta Gladiators have confirmed the signing of some players. We can show you the list. Now you can see the list. Yorkshire opener Tom Kohler-Cadmore is coming for the sign-off. West Indian opener Johnson Charles will be there, and they are also trying to get Mahmoodullah. As you are knowing that Mahmoodullah is playing with the Bangladesh right now in the triangular series, but right now they have finished with the triangular involving India and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So Mahmoodullah can join the Quetta Gladiators, and they are hoping that if he will come on the bench, the Quetta Gladiators will somehow be the stronger side against the Zalmi in the very crucial eliminator, the first eliminator in the Qaddafi Stadium. So Quetta Gladiators have also confirmed that Australian Chris Green, he is ready to travel to Pakistan. So Chris Green will be the part of the team, but still it's not confirmed that after the Lahore, if needed, he will travel to Karachi or not. For the Lahore, he has confirmed that Green is coming to join Quetta Gladiators. Also, they have approval once more. Big news is coming that Thisara Pereira, who was the part of the drafting in the Multan Sultans, but as according to the contract, he was busy in the league with Sri Lanka and he has not played any match so far with the Sultans. So still they can trade and they can pick this bowler in the drafting, as you are knowing that he was the part of the team in the World 11. So he is also ready to join, and might be Thisara Pereira will be the part of Gladiators, and God didn't make him a part of Sultans. That's why he has been sent, might be on the special mission to Gladiators to save them. But we will also see that how they proceed. KP, Kevin Peterson Kevin Peterson, a big name English cricketer, 4 times Ashes winner, the T20 World Cup winner, lot of 150s, lot of 50s, lot of hundreds, match-saving innings against Australia, and the game changer. Kevin Peterson was the first one who backed off last time, and as usual he also backed last time, but this was the ever last time in his career, as all of you know that he has said goodbye to the international level cricket, and now he is no more available for any leagues, and he said because of the family, because his family is suffering too much, and now he will not travel anywhere in the world, and this PSL was the last outing of the KP. So good luck to the KP and good luck to the KP's family. And he told that he has ever enjoyed this game of cricket and this PSL in Pakistan, but he said that I hope you will respect my family's wishes and respect my wishes not to come to Pakistan, but he loves Pakistan Super League, he said. But in spite of his loving Pakistan and his loving attitude to Quetta Gladiators, Moin Khan, the coach of Quetta Gladiators, is not at all amused. Moin Khan has said that these players, while signing and while drafting, they should not be picked who is not willing to play in Pakistan. And I think this is absolutely correct, that the players who are not willing to come to Pakistan, they should not be given the chance, and they should not be given the room to disturb the harmony of a team which is all set for the grand finales or for the knockout stages of the tournament, which are very crucial, and at that time teams are usually gelled up. Sarfaraz Ahmed, you are familiar with the term in the World Cup 2015, Sarfaraz dhoka nahi dega, lekin Sarfaraz didn't give you the dhoka. And the same question was asked to Sarfaraz, that Sarfaraz dhoka nahi dega, but your players have given dhoka to you. So Sarfaraz Ahmed has said in reply that they have not given dhoka to us. This is their wives, because of their respect they are not giving. And exact words he said, as you know, Gore don't give stress to the wives, and our wives give us the stress. And who knows, when Sarfaraz Ahmed will be back to the hotel room, a big clash can come, and his grand finale could have come before the grand finale of Karachi. And of course Sarfaraz Ahmed's wife will be listening and taking care of these words, but I don't know what will happen. But Sarfaraz said on the lighter tone that they don't give stress to their wives. That's why KP was backed up. So basically he was backing up KP and respecting his decision. Peshawar Zalmi management said that all the foreign players, the big pressure on the quota, they said each and every foreign player is coming, whether we are in Karachi, whether we are in Lahore. This is a big achievement for Darren Sammy, big achievement for the management of Peshawar Zalmi, big achievement for Javed Afridi. Luke Ronchi, if I will not discuss this guy tonight, it will be very unfair. Luke Ronchi, the name of the PSL, name of the PSL 3, these New Zealanders are ultimate. When they come to play, they outclass you on every department. Just like Aussies, Luke Ronchi has done something very amazing, which I will tell you ahead. But first of all, I want to tell you that Luke Ronchi has confirmed that he is coming with Islamabad United to play the grand finale in Karachi. And Luke Ronchi has said that this is not the first time when I have come to Pakistan. Previously, I have been with the Pakistan, with the New Zealand A. I came and I played. I came to Karachi, I came to Lahore, I went to Sheikhupura, and he has played a lot of matches, and he said he has totally enjoyed the cricket loving nation. The only thing which he didn't like, he said, a very hot summer. But I'm giving him the message that there is no more very hot in Pakistan, and of course he will be enjoying in this season when he will be playing the Pakistan. Luke Ronchi said the PSL final was sold out in 3 hours. Record 3 hours, National Stadium, Karachi. Luke Ronchi says whoever comes, we will eliminate them from the final. But Luke Ronchi says that it will be better if we don't face Karachi Kings. Luke Ronchi knows that that is the home of Karachi Kings, and he is willing to face, it means the Peshawar Zalmi or some other team to play with the Islamabad United. But he is in the form of his life. I believe that whoever will come in their way, they will destroy them. Sameet Patel from Islamabad United, he also confirmed that he is coming to Pakistan, and he has given the green signal to Misbahul Haq that he will be coming to the grand finale for the Karachi. Islamabad United, Misbahul Haq, because of the hand injury, is out of the competition till the news is coming. Misbahul Haq will know more. He will be on the motivation team with as a motivation group. He will be with the team, but as a captain in the field, he will be no more with the Islamabad United. But we have to see what happens next. JP Dumini is coming to lead the Islamabad United in the absence of Misbahul Haq, and Dumini is absolutely happy, and he said that this is an honor for me, and that one of the biggest franchise and the inaugural champions of the Pakistan Super League, he will be commanding that team. Karachi Kings have announced that foreign players are coming to Pakistan. Lot of replacement in Karachi Kings and Kotak Gladiators. Here you can see the list. We will show you. Yes, this is the list, the players who are coming to take part in the playoff and the final in Karachi. Joe Denley at the top of the list, Tymal Mills, Colin Ingram, Ravi Bopara, Lendl Simons and David Wassi will be the players who are coming to join Karachi. And one other news I want to give you in the headlines: Misbahul Haq, Yunus Khan, Sarfaraz Ahmad and Shahid Khan Afridi would have been given Sitara-e-Imtiaz on this 23rd of March 2018. This is the third biggest military award in the honor of the people who have raised the flag of Pakistan. So they will be honored on this auspicious day, the Pakistan Day. Pakistan pace bowling legend Waqar Yunus ahead on the last days in the Dubai gave the ICC Emerging Cricketer of the Year award to the Hassan Ali of Peshawar Zalmi, and a big name from the Pakistan Champions Trophy golden ball winner Hassan Khan has been awarded this trophy. Last news before going to the break: two big bash franchises for the Australian League, they have announced that they are going to sign Shaheen Shah Afridi, but yet not disclose the name. But still a news to come and a time to come when we will be knowing that Shaheen Shah Afridi, big achievement for him after the under-19 cricket World Cup, and the big achievement for him joining the Lahore Qalandars, rooting the stumps of Shahid Khan Afridi and lot others, and brilliant effort, brilliant gestures and the brilliant style and the brilliant aggressive nature by the fast bowler. So soon you will be seeing him in the Melbourne, Perth, the fastest wicket, Brisbane, Gaba, and the paradise of the fast bowlers. And I hope Shaheen Shah Afridi will be getting the lot of respect from there and lot of experience also from there. So program will go on and we will go on the further news, and after the headlines I will come in the detail about the last matches, and we will discuss about some matches which happened before the qualifier and the qualifier, and we will give you some other news of the grand finale. You are watching Match Point and you are tuned in on the biggest South Asian television network E-Awaz and the biggest sports show Match Point across the North America. Keep tuned in and we will be right back. Welcome back after the break. You are watching Match Point and we are discussing the Pakistan Super League. So let's gonna rewind some action. So we're gonna rewind some action, and when we will rewind, we will discuss some matches which have been previously played, and we want to tell you about the qualifiers, the qualifier and the story of eliminator. But before that, I think better that I may discuss some of the points table highlights, that what was happening, what was in, what was out. So here we go and we look at the points table first of all, and that what was the situation before getting into the eliminators and before getting into the qualifiers. So before after the last match, the story was this. Just as a reminder, Islamabad United with the 10 played matches, 14 points, and they are on the top of the table with .296 run rate. And then comes the Karachi Kings after the 10 games, big leap. They crossed Kotak Gladiators, they crossed Zalmi, and they got 11 points after beating the Giants Islamabad United in the last game and on the .028. Peshawar Zalmi was the third one with the 10 matches, 5 wins and overall 10 points with a .464, the excellent and the best ever run rate in the whole Super League. And the last but not the least, Kodak Gladiators, they were also having the 10 points, but unfortunately their run rate was not that much big and they were on the .312 run rate. So PSL 3, when now going to the eliminators and when going towards the last stages, it's been quite tough now for the teams to combat with each other, and also to let's suppose, I mean, if there is a tie in the qualifier or if there is a tie in the eliminator, then the decision will be coming on the net run rate. At that time, this will be very important, what I have told you right now on the table, that regarding the net run rate, that Zalmis are leading. So there they will be considered that who has beaten whom and with how much margin. At that time, this run rate will be very important. But one thing for sure, I am telling you that Islamabad United is now out of the business for this run rate. They are now directly to the finals. But as we are rewinding the story, so we will go a little back. So earlier, when before the qualifiers, the last match has to be played versus Zalmi and Qalandars. Lahore Qalandar was out of the business, but Zalmi, it was very important for Kamran Akmal and Darren Sami Zalmi to, that was a must-win game for them. If they need to progress towards the grand finale, they had to beat Qalandars by the margin. Otherwise, with the if they would have lost the game, Multan Sultans were through towards the last 4. So their victory means that Multan Sultan would have 80% been knocked out of the tournament, although there was some chance still available for them if Karachi Kings have beaten by the small margin or like this, but things were very unorthodox. So this was very important match which I am telling you. So Zalmi versus Qalandar, the ton-up Kamran Akmal leads Peshawar Zalmi directly to the PSL 3 Lahore eliminator. So this was the great achievement from the Kamran Akmal, great pressure game for him. Last year also, you remember, he performed. Then he came to the Pakistan team also. Unfortunately, he couldn't click. Over the decade, he was representing Pakistan green color. But unfortunately, when he came back, his comeback was not that much good in the national team. But this time, again, he performed against all odds when we were not expecting some great innings. And he was having the absolutely knock of his lifetime, which propels Zalmis to the finals. So Akmal was what he was playing. I want to tell you the highest individual scores of the Pakistan Super League. That was Sharjeel Khan in 2016 in the inaugural season. That was 117. And then another big score, 100. This was by Kamran Akmal, was 107 not out, which was in this very match. But earlier than this, the last year 2017, Kamran Akmal, if you are not forgetting, 104. He is the second century maker from the Pakistan Super League. No one has ever achieved this feat in the time of frame of Pakistan Super League until today when we are doing the show. Kamran Akmal innings, I was saying and I was joking that 107 not out he made. Just if you can imagine and if you can compare that, Umar Akmal, his younger brother, should learn from his elder brother. In the whole, if you see the tournament, Umar Akmal made 57 runs only, and his brother has made 107 in only one game. So just see that how much the difference is there in the attitude of both the players, commitment of both the players, and at least he should learn from his elder brother. Gone are the days when ABCD was A for Akmal, B for ball, C for catch, D for drop. Now there are new days of cricket when A is for Akmal, B for ball, C for courage and D for determination. And Akmal has showed that what he can do single-handedly, how this wicketkeeper batsman can destroy the opponents. And Pakistan wicketkeeper batsmen, if you go back in the past, Taslim Arif, Salim Yusuf, Wasim Bari, Moin Khan, Rashid Latif, all big names coming, and still so far Sarfraz Ahmed is leading in the national team and going. So there's an excellence going on. And if you go earlier back in the 6 decades back, 5 decades back, and Imtiaz Ahmed, rest in peace. Imtiaz leading Pakistan in the England, in away, in India, and these were all the green cap wicket keepers were the big names from Pakistan. And Kamran Akmal is also proud of representing Pakistan during his times. Later, the second match was, after this match, there was the last match of the league, which was between the Kings and United. And if you remember, United never needed to win this match. But if United would have won the match, Kings would have out of the competition and Sultans would have come. But there was a scenario that if Kings are even beaten up by Islamabad, and if beaten up by the 10 runs or 15 runs, even then Kings would have gone on the net run rate. If Multan Sultan had to go to the last finals, last 4, then Karachi Kings should have been beaten up by Islamabad more than 15 runs. But the scenario changed, and the scenario happened at that day when Misbahul Haq was injured and Islamabad United was not in the full swing. So Karachi Kings, the final target what they got was 109 runs for the reaching the last 4. Otherwise there is a 126, but for the finals, if 109 runs they make and even then they lose the game on the last day, Multan Sultans would have gone through. And ultimately Karachi Kings reach 109 and packing the bags of Multan Sultan back to their homes. So Multan Sultan, amazing franchise with the amazing wins in a row in the start, had to pack unbelievably their bags out of the Pakistan Super League and back to Multan. Karachi Kings, when playing with this match, I said one thing, that Karachi, it was looking like this, that Karachi is not winning the game. Rather, I would have said, I was insistent that Islamabad is losing the game. The game was very strange. Ronki was not in the form, Ronki was not playing amazingly, Domini was not playing like the routine game, Misbah was not with the same body language, and amazingly Islamabad United lost the match single-handedly and one-sidedly, and Karachi Kings showed the power, and they showed that at the given day how they can outclass someone. But to my surprise, Islamabad gave no resistance in this match. This was very strange for me. And then the dramatic collapse, which I was not expecting, especially with the likes of Luke Ronki. Even if I forget other stars, but the Ronki, as he is playing and as his past 3-4 months cricket, if you look upon T20, so very bizarre pattern of wickets and very bizarre fall of wickets I saw in this match. Anyhow, the big things for this match I want to tell you, Shahid Khan Afridi, during this innings, he became the 4th bowler to reach the 300 wickets in T20. Devin Bravo 413, Latish Milanga 348, Sunil Narayan 317, and now Shahid Khan Afridi on 300. This landmark he achieved in the same game. So final execution that Multan Sultans were out, Karachi Kings were through to the last 4, and there was a rematch set. Karachi and Islamabad United have to meet in Dubai in the qualifier, and in the first eliminator in the Qaddafi Stadium, Zalmi versus Gladiator, the traditional arch rivals. The game plan was all scripted in this match. And then come the qualifier. This qualifier was the last match in Dubai. After this, there would have been no matches in the Dubai and UAE, and all the remaining teams for the remaining matches had to go to Lahore or Karachi. So in this game, the qualifier, Islamabad United vault into the final after registering their most convincing victory in the history of the PSL Why I am saying that convincing victory? Because there were 45 balls remaining. There's 45 balls remaining, and achieving the target in the Pakistan Super League is the biggest ever margin of victory by balls remaining in the history of PSL. Earlier, Peshawar Zalmi got the biggest victory with the 38 balls remaining against Qalandars, but now they have crossed United and single-handedly destroyed Karachi Kings. A lot of people thought that might be this will be a replica of the last match, and Karachi Kings sailing towards their homeland and with the twinkle twinkle star and the dreamland, and they will go to the National Stadium. But Islamabad again proved that once their powerhouse is opened and once their giant propellers of the New Zealanders are opened, then they are nothing gonna come in front of them, and they won't leave anything, and they will destroy any bowler. And Shinwari was having the worst time of his life in the bowling when being beaten up by the Ronki and then ultimately dropping the catches of Ronki. So it was a nightmare of Shinwari, one of the very big youngsters from the Pakistan, but having the bad time during these games against the New Zealanders. So Luke Ronchi, 50 of the 19 balls. This is the fastest 50, the record in the Pakistan Super League history. No one is better than this. Even Shahid Afridi couldn't do this and couldn't do better than this. Luke Ronchi, if I remind you again, 94 not out of 39 balls, took the match away from Karachi. 12 fours, 5 sixes, strike rate of 241.02. Wow! 241.02 means that you are the game changer of your team. One of the best T20 innings which I have ever witnessed during this game. Fastest 50, if you look upon in the 2018 Super League, again these New Zealanders were dominating. All three fastest 50s in this PSL 3, all three were by the Luke Ronchi, and he was beating his own record, ultimately achieving the best of all. And now the last thing before closing the program, I will tell you that some of the great picks and some not the great picks. When talking about the picks, Ian Morgan has been picked by the Karachi Kings. After he was freed from the playing, he was playing the triangular along with Australia and New Zealand, and a lot of English players, Alex Hales and these guys, Jason Roy, they came and joined Pakistan Super League. Ian Morgan also joined Karachi Kings. Ian Morgan when joined, Ahmad was out of the business and he was given the cap. He was the skipper, but he was having the worst time of his life in the Pakistan Super League. You can see this, that 2 of the 6 balls and then 5 of the 7 balls. So total 7 runs he has scored. He flew all the way from the London to Pakistan to Dubai to travel about 7 runs, and he was having not at all the good business in Dubai. But if you see the pick, it's all upon the luck. If you see the pick, I think the great pick by Islamabad United, one of the best picks. Why I say pick? Because if you remember back in the October, November, when there was a drafting going on, in the drafting, in the pick, Islamabad United didn't get the first spot. So at that time, Islamabad was given the chance later on. And in the later on, I think Qalandars were the first one to pick, and no one has picked, to the surprise of my life, no one has picked this guy. And later on, when Islamabad turn came on, they picked Luke Ronchi. And now they will not at all repenting. The brain behind the Islamabad United, Dean Jones, or all the management, Tosif Ahmed, so they will be knowing that what is the power of these guys, and they realized it very quickly. Recently, he has scored one of the fastest century, half century in BPL when he was playing for the Bangladesh Premier League, and then there he was having the strike rate of 221.07. So such amazing player. These are the game changers. These New Zealanders, Australians, and if you go to the English guys, KP, these are very important members of these leagues. So anyhow, now as I told you the story that the league has been transferred to the Pakistan fully, and now Eliminators will progress, and we will be knowing from tomorrow and day after tomorrow that how the tournament shapes up. But now the first eliminator in the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, it's a very crucial one. Arch rivals Zalmin and Gladiators are meeting, and we will see that Sarfaraz or Darren Sammy who will be progressing. And Darren Sammy, I just want to show you, you will be seeing some pics that how he is enjoying coming back on the plane to Lahore, and you can see how excited he is. And again I say that lot of players are having the sport in the Pakistan. Of course, Sarfaraz Ahmed, the Pakistan skipper, if they will be playing in the ground, they will have the lot of sport. But this guy who is not a Pakistani will have a sport of same capacity which any Pakistan player or captain can have, and might be again I say that might be his sport can be more than the Pakistan skipper. So this is how Darren Sammy life has been turning on in the Pakistan Super League. Last but not the least, his countrymate Viv Richards, he has also landed. I just came to know that he have landed some hours before in Lahore. So I want to show you some scenes of his reaching him in the hotel room along with the other Quetta Gladiator players. He came there to buck them up. Just enjoy these moments and I will be back.
Good to see the boys, man.
How are you, sir?
Good to see the boys. 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 And have you met Riley Roos's brother? Have you met his younger brother? Good to see you.
We asked where Riley was.
Busy, man. Good to see you guys, man. Good man. Good man.
Sir, good to see you, sir.
Hey, baby face. Baby face.
And now we want to show you the Lily Rousseau, who was doubtful before, coming Pakistan, coming back Pakistan, not coming Pakistan, and then finally coming Pakistan. So Lily Rousseau, he is also very excited. I want to show you what message he is giving to his fans and everyone who is watching Pakistan Super League. Have a look on this short video.
Hi guys, Riley Rousseau here. You won't believe where I am. I'm currently sitting in Lahore in Pakistan, and I'm very excited to be here. So all of you that voted on the poll and got it right, well done. I am sitting here. I'm going to be playing for Quetta Gladiators in the playoffs. Hopefully everything goes well this year, and the new recruits that are coming in really boost the side, and we can get the job done this season. So hoping to see you guys all at the ground and supporting Quetta Gladiators. Have a good night all.
लाहौरियों के पैशन, काम करने वाले लड़के से लेके बाकी ज़िंदगी के शोबा है, ज़िंदगी के लोग जो हैं वो सारे इस वक्त जो हैं PSL में दीवाने हैं। अब ये लड़का जो है काम करता है और ज़ुल्मी को सपोर्ट कर रहा है। ज़ुल्मी जीतेगी कि नहीं जीतेगी यार?
जुल्मी जीतेगी इंशाल्लाह ताला, जुल्मी जीतेगी।
गुड। अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी, मेरे साथ इस वक्त खड़े हुए हैं दो फैन हैं और एक साहब आए हुए हैं नॉर्वे से, स्पेशली इन पाकिस्तान। और ये इससे पूछते हैं जी कि ये क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं ज़ुल्मी को। पहले सपोर्टर है हमारे जी।
देखें, पेशावर ज़ुल्मी के पास बहुत अच्छे ऑलराउंडर्स हैं और उसके अलावा बैकलर्स हैं, जैसे कि डैरन सामी या कामरान अकमल या हसन अली। इनमें से अगर एक का भी मैच हुआ तो आई थिंक मैच ज़ुल्मी का।
अच्छा जी, अब इसमें देखते हैं जी ग्लैडिएटर क्या कहते हैं जी, आपका क्या ख्याल है जी?
जी, हमारे पास सरफराज कैप्टन हैं और वो इंटरनेशनल टीम के भी कैप्टन है पाकिस्तान के। वो बड़े अच्छे प्लेयर हैं वो, तो इस वजह से आज कोटा जीतेगी।
आपका ख्याल है कि उनका टीम का मोराल जो है वो कैसा है इस वक्त ग्लैडिएटर का?
जी, बड़ी अच्छी टीम है और एक टीम वर्क की तरह वो खेलेगी, तो आज जरूर इंशाल्लाह ताला वो जीतेगी।
अच्छा, केपी और वॉटसन के ना आने से आपको क्या ख्याल है कि टीम में कोई फ़र्क पड़ेगा?
हाँ जी, ज़रूर फ़र्क तो पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो इंटरनेशनल टीम क्रिकेट प्लेयर थे तो फॉर्म में भी थे, मगर ये है कि टीम एक यूनिट बन के खेलेगी तो आज इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर जीतेगी।
ठीक है जी। अब हम व्यू लेते हैं जी, ये आप नॉर्वे से आए हैं ख़ास तौर पे, तो आप क्या कहते हैं पाकिस्तान है सेफ कंट्री है बिजनेस के लिए भी और खेलों के लिए भी जी?
जी, पाकिस्तान जहाँ तक मैंने आज तक मेरा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है, 10 साल से मैं पाकिस्तान में हूँ, तो मुझे तो कोई ऐसा इशू नज़र नहीं आया पाकिस्तान में। माशाल्लाह बड़े अच्छे लोग, लवली लोग, और जहाँ तक सेफ्टी का तल्लुक है, हर चीज़ को टाइम लगता है। एक क्राइसिस हमारे पे आए थे टेररिज्म के, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमने सर्वाइव किया और आज एक अच्छी नेशन बना। जी, पाकिस्तान जहाँ तक मैंने आज तक मेरा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ, 10 साल से मैं पाकिस्तान में हूँ, तो मुझे तो कोई ऐसा इशू नज़र नहीं आया पाकिस्तान में। माशाल्लाह बड़े अच्छे लोग, लवली लोग। और जहाँ तक सेफ्टी का तल्लुक है, हर चीज़ को टाइम लगता है। एक क्राइसिस हमारे पे आए थे टेररिज्म के, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमने सर्वाइव किया और आज एक अच्छी नेशन बन कर निकले हैं दुनिया में।
चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच जी। अब इस पर हम दोबारा जाते हैं जुल्मी की तरफ। आप कहते हैं जी सैमी जो हैं वो आपको क्यों पसंद है?
देखिए, बहुत बड़े मैच विनर हैं और बहुत अच्छे कैप्टन भी हैं, फिर एक बहुत अच्छे इंसान भी हैं। तो आई थिंक 2 बार उन्होंने वर्ल्ड कप जिताया होगा टीम को, तो मेरे ख्याल से मतलब कुछ काफ़ी पसंद है।
थैंक यू वेरी मच जी। थैंक यू ग्रेटेस्ट एम्पायर। सी यू सून। थैंक यू डॉक्टर अदनान। नबील साहब, मैच पॉइंट लाहौर, साइनिंग ऑफ। थैंक यू डॉक्टर।
These were the glimpses of the great players all, and I have told you all the description who is coming there and who is not coming there. So 2 days of death games, and finally on the second eliminator we will see the virtual semi-final. Who will be the winner of the Peshawar Zalmi versus Gladiator? They will play the Karachi Kings, and then in the second eliminator it will be decided that whether the home team is going to play in Karachi after 2009 or still they will have to wait for some more years. If Peshawar Zalmi or Kota Gladiator, the winner, beats Karachi Kings in the second eliminator, then the things will be I think quite better for the Luke Ronchi. As he told, he's already very afraid of the crowd, that the big power and the big sport. So might be the Luke Ronchi, we will have to see that this eliminator goes in the favor of Luke Ronchi or not. But still Islamabad United with the hands collapsed with each other, and they are seeing the fate that who is gonna come and join them in the grand finale in the National Stadium Karachi. So that's it from here, and inshallah if next time as I remain, I will be coming back, and at that time both the eliminators would have been finished, and we will see you before the grand finale, and all the virtual semi-finals, and the story would have been scripted for the National Stadium Karachi, and then we will take you to the grand finale of the National Stadium Karachi. You were watching Match Point, and this is E-Awaz, and time for me to take goodbye from here, to say goodbye to all of you. As you can see, the cold is progressing, and by both the hands in my pocket, and I'm unable to tolerate this much cold. So take care of cricket, take care of eliminators. Best of luck for all of your teams, whether you are Zalmi supporter, whether you are King supporter, or whether you are a Gladiator supporter. Best of luck to all of you, and best of luck to the Viv Richards, one of the greatest player the cricket has produced, one of the greatest players the West Indies has produced. So take care and bye bye.